right, this is report cards on Locked On Canucks, 5-ish minute report cards on Locked On Canucks. We'll see if I can get to 5 tonight. Who knows? And let's start off the top with Tom Willander, the debut for Tom Willander in the Vancouver Canucks. And I was kind of impressed with Tom Willander tonight, considering the circumstances. You know, if you've watched any Abbey Canucks this year, this guy has not played fantastic down there. But overall, had a pretty good game tonight. The speed that we saw in preseason, that was evident. Even some playmaking ability. And I know this team's depleted. This team's depleted when a dude in his first NHL game is getting power play time and time at 6-on-5. But he had a couple chances where he was setting up teammates in good positions there. Look, the smarts are there in Tom Willander's game. And this is why you got to be hesitant. And we've talked about it, right? Every day is no. You got to be really careful about trading a guy like Tom Willander. For his debut tonight, I'd give him a B+ overall. I thought it was a very solid night for Tom Willander. Brock Besser, give him a B- again. Yeah, it's creating some chances, but you'd like to see more. Pierre-Olivier Joseph, I think probably the best grade I'm going to give him yet. I'm going to give him a B overall. The speed was there tonight. You know, he wasn't just buried playing 10 minutes. He got up to 14:37 on the night. This is a dude who can skate. A lot of other sloppy plays with the puck, but hey, at least he can skate, man. Conor Garland, and incomplete, man. But look, he did play 2 periods. Again, he's one of the Canucks' most dangerous offensive players when he's on the ice. And let's bump up the grade, man, just because I miss him already. Let's hope he's not gone for an extended period of time, because it's crazy the amount of injuries the Canucks have right now. We'll get to some of your comments and more on that on the other side. I give Conor Garland an A-. R.C. Baines, look, at some point, there's got to be a bottom line for this Abbey Canucks line. And I know Max Aston, you can't rag on this guy. He's got the 3 goals. But Linus Karlsson hasn't really gone on the score sheet. Couple assists for him, couple assists for Baines. Those guys at some point, I think, are going to need to convert. And they were pretty quiet tonight overall. So I'd give R.C. Baines a C. Philip Hronek just munched in minutes out there, okay? Pushing the 30-minute mark, 28-33 overall tonight. I'm going to give him a B+ overall. He looks like a number 1 defenseman out there. Not Quinn Hughes, but a number 1 defenseman. Drew O'Connor skating hard, but mishandling the puck. Let's give him a B-. DPD, I thought, looked good tonight. Again, DPD is another guy having to step up in the absence of all these players. Getting up to 17-33 tonight overall. Let's give him a B+. Marcus Pettersson, man, standing up for his teammates. I'm giving him an A just for that, man. Again, we need more guys on the Canucks that stand up for each other. It's got to be like brothers in there, or this Canucks team isn't doing anything. Elias Pettersson, again, a guy who's showcasing the speed, looking like he's back, getting us excited, but also making a couple boneheaded plays tonight. I already referenced the empty netter. He had another giveaway in the offensive zone earlier. I think it was in the first period. But drawing penalties, looking more creative with the puck, that dash to the net where he gets slashed. I mean, he looks more confident out there, but it was not a perfect game for him tonight. Let's give him a B- overall. Key for the Reef for Sherwood, man. Banging bodies, B for him. Achiratu, give him a C. Tyler Myers, chaotic, man. Let's give that guy a C. Max Aston, C+. Lucas Reichel, I'm giving him an A-. Again, I thought he was one of the better Canucks out there. I really don't like how he gets pushed off the puck so easily on the boards. But there's a lot to like about his game overall. Jake DeBrusk is a guy I'm really starting to notice more as well. Showing the speed. Again, finding some guys on the top line, like actually showing chemistry, not just floating out there. That play to Pettersson, that was another one where Pettersson probably should have had, where DeBrusk passes it through Quick's pads and it goes right by Pettersson. But Jake DeBrusk, again, he's ideally a second liner, but he's stepping up and looking a bit better out there overall. Evander Kane, let's give him a C overall. Linus Karlsson, C. And Thatcher Demko, how do you give Thatcher Demko anything but an A? The dude is the reason why the Canucks are in games right now, even though you say he was outdueled by Jonathan Quick tonight. But the Rangers, it was a mid-ass game between 2 mid-ass teams. It's making me, I feel more sick than I did 3 hours ago, man, watching this game. But the Rangers were the better mid-team tonight. All right, let's cut to a quick break, get to some of your comments, maybe even an appearance from Kyle Bowen. That's all coming up next here on Locked On Canucks.